Elon Musk has FU money, which Reddit does not. CEOs, the CEO of Reddit, CFOs, COOs, CMOs, CBOs, CROs, CCOs, all the CEOs that are in this collection of executives. Listen to your customers. Don't turn your biggest customers or evangelists against you. Hey, it's Jaylen, and if you're like me, today you wanted to log into Reddit and catch up on a sub in between meetings or at lunch, but you couldn't because of the Reddit Blackout. And if you're not like me, you have no idea what's going on. See, Elon Musk has set the industry on a flurry of trends that otherwise should have been happening already. That's layoffs, return to office policies, and charging for API access. The only difference between what should have already been happening and what's happening now because of Elon is the level of aggressiveness. Recently, Reddit announced that they would need to charge for API access for the sustainability of their platform. However, they would not do it as Twitter has done. Except for they did it exactly how Twitter has done, or maybe even worse. There are a number of third-party developers or companies that rely on Reddit's data via its APIs. Whether it's a large company with tens of millions or billions of dollars in cash like ChatGPT's OpenAI, or small developers who built third-party interface apps on top of the platform and its API access. One of those apps, the Apollo app, was critically impacted. For an app that charges its customers a nominal fee of $10 per year with about 50,000 yearly subscribers, basic math says they generate about $500,000 per year in gross revenue. If we use Reddit API's new pricing model at 24 cents per 1,000 API calls, at Apollo's current volume of 7 billion requests per month, that's about $20 million per year to operate in this new model. That comes out to be $400 per year per paid Apollo subscriber, which is simply a significant increase or multiple from today's current operating expenses. Christian Selig is the founder of the Apollo app, and he recently announced he'd have to close the app down when these pricing changes are implemented. He's been transparent along the way in conversations with the community about what's going on and how his dialogues with Reddit have been. But also he somehow became the target of a PR spin campaign by Reddit's leadership, being labeled as a bad actor. See, Reddit is a unique community, for those who don't know, on social, a super committed user base of those who post or consume content in subreddits managed by this army of volunteer moderators. Thousands of subs such as gaming, science, today I learned, music, accounting, consulting are boycotting for 48 hours, which started on Monday and will end on Tuesday. That makes up tens of millions of users who are boycotting the platform for this 48-hour period. And this just brings a number of lessons for me as an entrepreneur, as a consultant, and investor. Number one, Elon Musk is Elon Musk. He has a level of I don't care, I'm rich, in his actions that every company and leader just can't follow. Will Twitter survive? Seriously, who knows? But that is Elon Musk's money at risk for the most part. Yes, there are some investors, but not a large group of investors and potential investors in an IPO, like Reddit has. Elon Musk has FU money, which Reddit does not, and neither does many entrepreneurs and CEOs across the country. So these decisions really do matter in the short term and in the long term. When the CEO of Reddit hosted an AMA on this topic, his response was essentially, "We said what we said, I don't care. Get with the program or leave." The lesson there is CEOs listen to your community of customers and partners, and in this case, developers. They're saying they don't like your changes, Reddit, and you can't put your revenue over the community who will ultimately drive your revenue unless you've completely decided to change direction of your business and build a new revenue base. And doubling down here, don't get it odd with your biggest evangelists. Businesses spend tens and hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars on brand affinity marketing. Turning a big evangelist of the brand against you can cost you, in this case, probably more than you would have made by charging them an absurd fee. Maybe even create a team that focuses on relationships with your evangelist, even if they're not your biggest group of customers. You know, boycotting a business for their lack of response to social issues or marketing campaigns is totally different than being boycotted because you've shifted direction of your business, its revenue, and you're impacting your core customers and partners, especially when you have ample time and opportunity to listen to the community and respond critically. Number 3 or 4, be consistently focused on identifying revenue opportunities and generating profits at all times. Don't just jump into an exercise around revenue or profits because you're looking for new investors or going public via IPO. It puts your mission of the product or service against immediate financial pressures like the one that Reddit is going through right now. And be honest. Every communication digitally is available to be screenshotted, and you never know which calls might be recorded. You don't want to say you said something or heard something that was never said. And now when a recording is released, you seem more and more dishonest. Lastly, CEOs, drop your ego. Steve Huffman, the CEO of Reddit, is acting like a 20-year-old tech CEO dropout who's in his Series A for a magical cancer cure at $50 million. Not a CEO of a $10 billion platform who's preparing for an IPO, or whatever its valuation is. On June 1st, Fidelity cut its valuation of Reddit by over 41%. All that to say, CEOs, the CEO of Reddit, CFOs, COOs, CMOs, CBOs, CROs, CCOs, all the CEOs that are in this collection of executives. Listen to your customers. Don't turn your biggest customers or evangelists against you, especially when you thrive on community to drive your future revenue. I hope this video made sense, and if it didn't, let me know in the comments. But if it did, let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe. There's more to come. Thank you again.